Alright guys, in this video I want to talk about a very interesting source of knowledge for Scrum Masters, which are the Scrum pattern language. Okay, so the Scrum patterns are a creation of Mike Biddle, who is also trainer of the Scrum Alliance, Jeff Sutherland, Ken Schwaber, and I want to acknowledge their work. So it's outstanding. So whenever you're facing a problem as a Scrum Master, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Scrum patterns exist because organizational structure today, they are, it's very similar from one organization to the other. If you think about it, every organization can be seen as containing three levels: operational level or low-level management, mid-level management, and C-level management. These three levels, they were created throughout the 20th century. On early 20th century, we had the creation of the so-called the birth of the so-called scientific management. So at every set of workers, maybe 10 to 20 or maybe 150, doing specifically a very specialized work on a conveyor belt, right, in the assembly line, we needed to have a manager. If you replicate this structure, manager and workers, throughout the organization, eventually you're going to have a lot of managers, and then you're going to need a manager for the managers. And then you need a director. And you go replicating these structures until you have a CEO and several levels in the hierarchy of the organization. So, given that, and that everybody working in the organization, we are all humans, right? Working in a similar structure, it's plausible to say that the problems that you encounter, it doesn't matter if you're working in India, in Europe, in the United States, in Brazil, the problems are very similar, if not exactly the same. That's why Scrum panels were created. So the Scrum Plop is the name of the conference where Scrum panels are published. It happens every year. It's usually in Europe. And this is the address that you can find this knowledge base. Okay. So there are patterns for product organization, for process improvement, okay? So my tip is, if you're facing problems that you have those déjà vu moments at every retrospective, oh, I've seen this happening before, right? That's lack of process Kaizen, all right? So take a look at patterns like, for example, Scrumming the Scrum, happiness metric, okay, emergency procedure, and see which one of those. Research more patterns, all right? Don't refrain to only those, restrict yourself to only those that I'm mentioning here. Research more patterns and use conduct a control experiment in your process, and you're going to see improvements like never before. I hope you enjoyed the tip, and I will see you in more videos, all right? Let's hit the ground running.